I feel as someone who's, I think, played gigs that are very different from each other, I would say the absolute biggest thing has to be like proper enthusiastic audience interaction. Because like I feel any musicians out there watching like have had the gig where it's just completely dead and you're just not even sure why you're there. So like if you can get a proper show where it's like the energy's flowing both ways, not just you're not just giving everything, but the audience is also really like playing off you. That means the absolute world. So it doesn't matter if it's like a cover band or an original band. That's really the biggest thing that matters, I would say. But on the other side of that, just any gig that has no issues sound wise, I'm always down for that, you know. So those are like the two sides of it, I would say. We were brainstorming like possible angles for the band slash myself as an artist, like the branding. And my particular interest as of late sort of goes up and down is in chess. So we're thinking about the idea of like what the scope of my music is, like who would be listening to it, and I feel that it's sort of music that is for other musicians. So it's like while trying to avoid being like overly pretentious, it's got a certain level of like musical education behind it. So we were thinking, okay, well, chess. I'm interested in chess, and it's also kind of got this like connotation of, it's a game you got to be smart to play or blah blah blah, right? So we thought it would be kind of an interesting idea to kind of link those two things. So it's a learned style of music, quote unquote, with a learned style of game. Plus, I mean, the tactics just sounds kind of sharp. I'm a big fan of that sort of like witty sound, and dressing somewhat sharp as well. I think that's the biggest thing. The place I envision it when I hear it, like if I'm thinking front to back, because that EP does go a lot of places. Like it's not just stuck in one lane all the time. But I think overall, I imagine like sort of like a very dimly lit sort of like jazz club, maybe something just very very laid back and very like cozy. I want to say, because I mean it starts with some like I don't even know what to call it, like retro indie rock vibes. But then by the end, there's like a classical piano piece. There's some like blues stuff. So I can imagine like you're sitting in a little jazz club, maybe having like a coffee or something, maybe some wine or something, and you're just chilling out. You're nearly falling asleep, maybe in a good way, and you're just watching it happen. I feel like that's where I imagine it.